Hello once again my fellow Shrek worshippers. Planets are cool. They're the only balls bigger than mine. They float in space and look pretty cool orbiting around a star. Today I will be counting down for you my top 10 favorite planets in our solar system. At number 10 we have Earth. Earth used to be a great planet. It had all forms of wonderful life on it. Then these things called humans started walking around. They were fine for the first 100,000 years or so, but then they started mass killing trees and building houses in their wake. This had repercussions that killed off many species of life, and despite 99% of species being extinct before humans existed, I'm putting the blame on them anyway. Then they started pumping carbon into the air and plastic trash into the sea. Now Earth is on a steady track to being a barren wasteland just like all the other planets that I'm ranking higher than Earth. At number 9 is Mars. Mars is cool because it is red. The reason it is red is because it is covered with the blood of all the life that once lived there. That's right, Mars once had life on it. Not anymore, though. There were these things called aliens who were a lot like humans. They ended up accidentally killing everything the planet. Now it's a barren wasteland, which is pretty cool. Also it has 2 moons, which means it's better than Earth, which only has 1. Number 8 is Saturn. Saturn is the most beautiful planet you'll ever see. Too bad for you, she's already married. Who's she married to? Nobody's quite sure. Some people say Jupiter, but when asked about it, he just avoids the question. Saturn is also cool because she has a console named after her, even if it wasn't exactly the greatest one. Some other planets have things named after them, but Saturn is the only one who has a game console with her name. Number 7, the moon. That's the moon orbiting around that shitty planet Earth. I'm counting it as a planet because if Earth wasn't there, it'd be big enough to be a planet. Earth is always causing problems like that. Anyway, the moon is way cooler than Earth, mainly because no human has ever been to it. Humans are so shitty that they pretend they went to it anyway. Now the moon would be higher on the list, but it has a dark side. The dark side has way more craters than the light side. It's also covered in acne. 6. Jupiter. Jupiter is a really good planet because it looks like a basketball. It also knows how to slam, so welcome to the jam. It's dribbling 69 basketballs at once. Some idiots call them moons, but that's what you call them if the planet looks like something other than a basketball. Let me once again bring up the marriage allegations that have been placed on Jupiter. He's never confirmed or denied them, leaving it a mystery. If you don't know if a guy's married or not, that means he's cool. 5. Neptune. Neptune has a lot of great things going for it. For example, it has very fast wind, going up to about 1300 miles per hour. Now this isn't as cool as Saturn, but it's worth noting that there's a shitty video game character named after this planet. My favorite thing about Neptune is that sometimes it's closer to the sun than Pluto, and sometimes it's farther. Pluto is a completely unrelated thing to planets, and is far outside the scope of this video, but it is a famous object worth mentioning in this brief section about Neptune. 4. Mercury. Mercury is an incredible planet because it is super close to the sun. That makes its orbit very fast, and it's always hot on one side and cold on the other. All that is well and good, but it's all far outshined by the objectively coolest fact about Mercury, and that is that its name sounds like Marie Curie. Come on, say it fast, Mercury. See? Sounds just like it. 3. Venus. Venus is one of the best planets. The main reason for this is that it's extremely hot, literally and figuratively. And unlike Saturn, she's not married. Try your luck with her if you dare. Most people can't take the pressure. That's why most people throughout history just make fan art of her. Another neat thing about Venus is that she's the only planet who rotates the opposite way she orbits. It fits her personality. She goes her own way and doesn't care what haters think. 2. Planet X. Planet X is a planet thought to exist for a long time. Then the government covered it up because they realized it had great powers. They don't want the public to know the secrets of Planet X, so they lied and said it was just an error in measurements. They can't hide the truth from me, however. I'm gonna blow the whistle right here and now. If you make a poem that mentions Planet X and your rhyming is bad enough, then whatever your poem wishes will come true. To prove it to you right now, I'm going to make one. Girls hate my voice much, so I beg you Planet X, cast on me your magic touch, so I can have lots of lemonade without having to wait an hour to speak properly again.
Whoa, it worked! Just for that, I'd rank Planet X number 1. I already wrote number 1 though, so I'll keep it the same. Number 1 is Uranus. Ha! Got him! Ha! Got him! Ha! Got him!